In this video, we will be utilizing the following reagents and materials. So we have antacid, vinegar, 1% solution of sodium bicarbonate, I have methyl red. We'll be needing Coca-Cola also, calamansi juice, phenolphthalein, bromthymol blue, pH meter, we have blue and red litmus paper. We will be using watch glass, set of test tubes, and a set of this dropper. Step 1. Prepare your set of test tubes. I have here 5 sets of test tube. Don't forget to label them. So each test tube, you have to label them as calamansi juice, Coca-Cola or Coke, vinegar, antacid tablet, and 1% sodium bicarbonate solution. After labeling my test tube, I am going to place 30 drops of the appropriate solutions into each of my test tubes. After placing your solutions into each of the test tube, you're now going to add 2 to 3 drops of methyl red in all of your test tubes containing your solution or sample. After placing your methyl red into each of your test tube, you now observe for any changes in color. Like this one, I'm showing you what happened to my solution. My antacid solution turned into pink solution, Coca-Cola turned into dark orange in color, sodium bicarbonate turned into pink solution, calamansi juice turned into yellow, and my vinegar turned into yellow solution also. In the next procedure, we are just going to repeat the whole procedures of 1 and 2, setting up of your test tube, placing your sample 30 drops each, but this time we are going to make use of phenolphthalein instead of methyl red. I am going to place 2 to 3 drops of phenolphthalein on each of my test tube. After placing your pH indicator, your phenolphthalein, you now observe for any change in color. So my antacid tablet remains the same, clear in color. Calamansi juice still the same, clear in color. Here my Coca-Cola. Sodium bicarbonate solution turned into pink. And finally, my vinegar. In the next procedure, we are just going to repeat the whole procedures of 1 and 2, labeling your test tube and then placing your appropriate solutions into each of your test tube. But this time, we are going to make use of bromthymol blue as our chemical indicator. So after I prepare my test tubes and sample, I am going to place 2 to 3 drops bromthymol blue into each of my test tube. After placing bromthymol blue, you now observe for any changes in color of your solutions. So my antacid tablet turned into blue solution, calamansi juice, Coca-Cola, sodium bicarbonate turned into blue, and vinegar turned into yellow. In the next procedure, I am going to show you the different methods of determination of pH using litmus paper and pH meter. As you can see here, I have a separate watch glass with red litmus paper and blue litmus paper. So here I am going to show you the reaction of antacid tablet on my litmus paper. After placing my sample, as you can see here, there is no change that occur in any of this litmus paper using my antacid tablet solution. And then next we have your vinegar. Okay, your vinegar, as you can see here, blue litmus paper turned into red. And then next, I am going to make use of my Coke solution. Let's see what happens. Blue litmus paper turn into pink or red, and then nothing happens in my red litmus paper. And then next I have sodium bicarbonate solution. The red litmus paper turned into blue. And then finally, my calamansi juice. As you can see here, blue litmus paper turned into red or pink. In the next procedure, I am going to show you how to determine pH values using pH meter or pH strips. So to begin with, I am going to test first my antacid tablet solution. You're just going to dip your pH paper or a pH strip into the test tube containing your solution or sample and slightly blot your meter into a tissue paper, and then you're going to compare it to your comparator chart to check the pH reading of this solution. So based from my reading, the pH of this antacid tablet solution is around pH of 8. So meaning, antacid tablet solution is an alkaline solution with a pH of 8. And then next, I am going to measure or determine the pH value of Coca-Cola. Now, based from my reading, the pH of Coca-Cola solution is around pH of 4. Meaning, this solution is an acidic solution with a pH of 4. And then next, I have my vinegar. My vinegar has a reading of pH of 3. So meaning vinegar is an acidic solution. And then next, I am going to measure the pH value of sodium bicarbonate solution. And I'm going to compare it to my comparator chart and then check the pH of this sodium bicarbonate. As you can see here, it already bypasses the pH values of our comparator chart, meaning this is a very alkaline solution or it is a strong basic solution. Sodium bicarbonate solution has a pH of more than 8. And then lastly, I am going to test my calamansi juice, wherein as you can see here, it has a pH of around 3. pH of 3. So, calamansi juice is an acidic solution. Okay, now I am showing you here the result of the pH of this solution using phenolphthalein as your chemical indicator. This is the result of our solution using bromothymol blue. And finally, we have here the result of the pH using methyl red.